This week we have a very special back-to-school edition.
Ooh.
Back-to-school edition of Ben and Emil.
You know who's not going back to school?
Us?
These young men who were busted. The dean of Penn State is going, God, I'd trade that Sandusky thing for 10 of these.
What is it this time? And they're like, it's a Coke ring. Oh, whew.
Oh, okay. Yeah, expel them. Get them out of here.
And it's no football players? Woo!
They use Snapchat and Venmo, and part of the way they got busted was their usernames were tied to their actual names.
Oh, T-Rob was fully having people Venmo like Thomas Robinson 1560.
It was just Thomas-Robinson.
Yeah.
Or Tom-Robinson.
And just fully going on to Snapchat and being like, yo, anyone trying to do some Coke? Hit me up.
He was texting his friends, please, I know that they're going to offer you a deal. Please don't rat on me. Please don't beg.
Don't rat.
And they all
And they're like, I got you, bro. Look at what he's saying.
Yeah.
Look at what he's saying.
Rejoice, everybody, that you are not these guys because their lives are ruined.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know. It's possible that's innocent until proven guilty in the United States of America.
Let's see how it all shakes out.
Okay. Should we talk like this the whole episode?
No.
Nope. Definitely not. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on?
What the hell is going on?
What is going on?
What
Hey,
the
everybody.
hell is going on?
Hey, everybody. Me, Ben, he, Emil. Today, we tell you this week what going on. What is going on?
This week we have a very special back-to-school edition.
Ooh.
Back-to-school edition of Ben and Emil.
You know who's not going back to school?
Us?
These young men who were
They certainly are not
busted.
going back to school.
busted. I bet they wish they were doing a different kind of busting.
What's the other kind of busting?
You know, nut
What's that?
busting.
What is that?
It's when you engage in sexual behavior.
I bet they do wish they were doing that.
But they were busted in a different way. And I don't know if we're allowed to say this early on in the episode because YouTube likes to, yeah, definitely not. It was, you know the word rug? Put a D on the beginning of that, and that's what they got busted for. You know the popular drink, Coca-Cola? It's the special ingredient that they used to put in that. And they got busted for that. It was an elaborate ring, and it's a very funny story. They are frat bros from Penn State.
Fun if you're not them.
Fun if you're not them. So rejoice, everybody, that you are not these guys because their lives are ruined.
Well, we don't know.
We don't know. It's possible that's innocent until proven guilty in the United States of America.
Let's see how it all shakes out.
Okay. Should we talk like this the whole episode?
No.
Nope. Definitely not. Hey, everybody. It's time for the Q&A again. So go to benandemilshow.com where you can sign up, and we'll be posting the phone number for you to call and leave questions, and we will record them next week. Also, the Costco, man, that footage from the Costco episode is...
It's going crazy. It's causing a sensation.
It's a sensation. It's sensational. Do you know who that is?
No, I was laughing about your doppelganger.
My doppelganger?
The neo-Nazi guy.
Oh, Emil thinks that I look like a neo.
It's just with the kind of like curved over hair and the mustache, it just kind of gets me.
Richard Spencer? He
Yeah.
thinks I'm on Richard Spencer mode. I mean, I am a huge fan. I'm a Spencer head. But the haircut and the yeah, there he is. There he is, everybody.
There's got to be a picture of him with a mustache, but
God, what a weird man. Anyway, yeah, that's me
That's
right
kinda
there.
what
All
you
right, okay, all right. Guess I got to shave this as soon as humanly possible.
no, leave it.
No, I guess all
You
right.
guys
who
only
knows?
share some similar views.
Why don't you guys vote in the comments on whether I A, look like Richard Spencer, and B, should shave this mustache. So anyway, go to the website, check out last week's episode. God, people are saying, my mom said it was one of the best episodes she's heard all year, and so did my ex-girlfriend. So
Which
it was Erica.
Hmm.
She was like, I hadn't listened in a while. I was laughing out loud walking down the street. So there you have it, folks. That was a good episode.
Moms and ex-girlfriends are going crazy for that one.
Moms and ex-girlfriends agree. Last week's episode was a banger. And guess what? We got another one in the chamber.
We just cocked the chamber, and we're about to shoot an episode into your mouth.
Yeah, we're about to bust. Anyway, all right. So, Emil, for some people, college is a time of learning.
A lot of people are getting dropped off at school right now.
A lot of people getting dropped off. They're there to learn for some self-discovery. College is for self-discovery, for making friends, for growing.
Experimentation.
A little bit of experimentation for growing as a person. But for some young men, like the kids in this story, it's about getting into selling drugs and then ratting on absolutely everyone when they get busted. Because boy, did these guys rat.
Oh, dude, they sang like canaries.
Oh my God, it's hilarious. They're just. I read the entire court, the like criminal complaint, and it's like, and Mr. So-and-so told us that named these names and these names and these instances.
Not only are they stupid, they're cowards.
Yeah.
There's a lot. They made a lot of missteps here to get themselves in this situation, and then they were all freaking cowards.
Yeah, and we got pictures of them too. The main kid is the guy on the right there.
Abatiello.
Agostino Abatiello.
I got to be honest with you.
What?
You know what I'm gonna say.
You're upset. Pull up the other photo of him.
This motherfucker.
Keep that one up.
Robinson.
There we go. That's a better photo.
They're pinning it on the Italian kid.
Are you sure he's Italian? Agostino Abatiello? I don't know. He could. Yeah, you never know.
What do you think he is?
He could be something else. He could be some kind of. Maybe he's Sicilian. Isn't that a different thing?
I think some Sicilians like to think so. My grandmother would always say, "I'm not."
Are you Sicilian?
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. So then, don't worry about it.
Even worse, they're trying to pin it on the Sicilian kid.
Yeah, look at his glasses. God, geez, wipe those things down, dude.
Because the other kid, T-Rob, is what he likes to go by.
Yeah. So that's him on the second to the left. What was his name?
Thomas Robinson.
Thomas Robinson.
T-Rob.
You got these. You got two groups basically. You got Tyler Robinson and Mohammed Huraibi on the left. They were business partners in their frat.
Yeah,
and
they're
then
in
on
different frats.
The two guys on the right, Lars Ziepfat. Boy, you can tell that guy's got a stern, like Nordic father who's so disappointed and pissed off.
Well, I feel like I know a lot of these kids because they went to Penn State, which is a very popular school for kids in the tri-state area in the Northeast generally, but like a lot of New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New York. When you go through, it's like a lot of New Jersey guys. I think the main guy is from Long Island. It's a lot of like that area.
It's ranked number 59 among colleges in the United States and number 92 globally. I bet these guys took it down a peg.
No, this has got to be nothing compared to the whole Paterno and Mike, what's his name? The kid. The football coaching scandal, Sandusky.
That was at Penn State?
Yes.
Penn State, what is going on?
And that was probably way worse for the reputation of the school because such a huge part of their school is the athletics.
Right.
Penn State football, come on, Nittany Lions. They go crazy for the stuff.
The Nittany what?
Lions? Nittany Lions?
Why are they called Nittany?
That's just, I don't know.
Shouldn't it be the Penn State Lions?
It's Penn State Nittany Lions. That's their...
I hate this school.
Why?
I don't like this school because that doesn't make sense to me.
Penn State
Nittany. Yeah, okay. Jerry Sandusky.
Well, what did you think I was saying?
I don't know. Boy, I remember that Sandusky case.
What just happened where you looked at it spelled out and you were like, oh, okay.
I thought it was Nitny. I'm like, Nittany? It's Nittany.
Well, this is nothing compared to the whole Sandusky sex abuse.
The dean of Penn State is going, God, I'd trade that Sandusky thing for 10 of these.
What is it this time? And they're like, it's a coke ring. Oh, whew.
Oh, okay. Oh. Yeah, expel them. Get them out of here.
And it's no football players? Woo!
As far as we know, sir. Could be.
It's just the boys from Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi.
It's an Italian? No, sir, a Sicilian. Whatever. Get them out of here. So Agostino Abatiello,
who Ben thinks might not be Italian.
He might not be Italian for all we know. It remains to be seen. He got arrested this last week at the age of 24. The young age of 24 years old for being the ringleader of a drug dealing business that included members of a few fraternities, including his own. All in all, 13 current and former students have been charged. The 4 leaders that we listed are charged with felony corrupt organizations, which I guess is how legalese for drug ring.
Yeah, and they've been
corrupt
charged with all kind of like felony dealing and stuff.
Conspiracy, dealing in proceeds of
all those
unlawful
other
activity.
Kids, I do want to be clear. It's like they've gotten like they're probably going to be fine. They got like misdemeanor.
Well, so they are charged with misdemeanor
and like
possession and paraphernalia. And then one other guy, the guy in the middle of those photos, is getting felony charges of conspiracy and criminal use of a communication facility.
So 5 of them.
Zanola. Now that guy's Italian through and through.
More so than
he's got the chain and everything.
Abatiello.
He's got the chain on.
Oh, you're going strictly by looks, not last names.
Well, both. Zanola sounds like some kind of a dessert item. Look at that hair, dude. Just shave it off.
Do you guys have Zanolas tonight? It's okay.
No, we're all out of Zanolas. So anyway, the Penn State VP for student.
Also, I don't know if you said there. The last person charged was T-Rob's dad.
Thomas we'll get to that.
Well,
his father.
Yeah, he was hiding evidence and stuff. He's a lawyer.
Accused of hiding evidence.
I'm just trying to get the Italians off. Me at a gay Italian sauna.
I was going to say white girl on vacation in Europe. I'm just trying to get the Italians off.
I'm just trying to get these Italians off.
Andrea Dowhauer or Andrea. By the way, if your name is spelled that way, either one is going to work. Sorry to my friend Andrea. She's not listening. She's not watching. Or my friend Leah, which is spelled Leia. It's the same thing, man. They're the same.
No, Leia is spelled Leia.
No, Leia is spelled Leah.
No, that's Leah. That's Leah.
Oh, you guys are really.
You can spell a name any way you want, but like traditionally, it's if you see that name, that's Leah.
All right. Well, I guess I'm wrong. Sorry, Leah. Anyway, Andrea Dowhauer said, "quote Criminal activity." This is Penn State's official message on this. Criminal activity, including hazing, such as this, has no place at our institution, and we will cooperate with law enforcement in any way we can. I love that she had to toss in including hazing.
Well, because this was part of the pledging thing. Because it was
a frat business.
Into this frat pipeline. They had kids who wanted to be a part of Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi. They were like, pack up these cocaine baggies, freshmen.
Pledge. Yeah.
And what can you do if you're like, they throw the freaking best parties.
Yeah.
I didn't want to deal drugs.
I'd never done it before in my life, Your Honor.
I just wanted to freaking party.
I love that the
Is that a crime?
No, it's not a crime.
Wanting to party?
No. And they were just following orders.
My case.
They were following orders. The Pennsylvania Attorney General said it was an upper-level trafficking organization for this region in Pennsylvania. And yeah, this young man, Agostino, came from a nice Catholic all-boys school on Long Island where he called himself a life coach, which is already a huge red flag.
Huge red flag.
Doing that in high school?
Yeah.
That's like the entrepreneurial kid who that I knew, whose name I won't name because I'm getting better about that. I actually knew 2 kids like this. One, they both turned out okay. No surprise. But they both tried to recruit me to be part of their MLM. One was a cell phone related MLM thing.
Cool.
How much, let me ask you, how much do you pay for your cell phone? And I was like 17. I'm like, it's part of a family plan. And he's like, well, what if I told you I could get you one for $9.99 a month?
Listen, Con, try to sell me this pen.
Do you want a pen? We met at a Starbucks at the Long Beach Town Center, and he tried to pitch me on this, and I thought it was too good to be true. Quit your crying. Sorry, that's my son. And yeah, Agostino used his frat brothers and forced some of his frat pledges.
This is all according to freaking T-Rob.
Yeah. I mean, the rats definitely are the ones dictating everything here. They use Snapchat and Venmo, and part of the way they got busted was their usernames were tied to their actual names, and it's like,
oh, T-Rob was fully having people Venmo like Thomas Robinson 1560.
It was just Thomas-Robinson or Tom-Robinson,
and just fully going on to Snapchat and being like, "Yo, anyone trying to do some coke? Hit me up."
These Gen Zs, Gen Alphas, they don't understand. Haven't they ever seen a movie?
To be fair.
Use cash.
It seems pretty standard practice for drug dealers to take Venmo these days. Yeah,
that is true, except for the drug dealer that I allegedly interact with. It's cash. and we use Signal to communicate. And I never see the person's face. I go to an undisclosed location. There is a bank of lockers, and I'm told which locker is mine. I open it up. There's the equipment, and I drop the cash. Allegedly. I mean, that's
that sounds like
that's
a smart
what I
person.
dreamed.
That seems like also it's funny.
These are professionals.
They have all these people's majors.
Oh God, what are they?
Well, you know what Agostino is? He's, I think, the most fucked because even if he gets off,
business.
Well,
it better be business.
A lot of them are like general business, finance.
Yeah.
But Agostino is a accounting major.
Oh.
And I'm like, brother, even if you get off, no way I'm going to the guy who was, he didn't even know how to get around Venmo. He didn't even know that could present a problem.
That's a stupid idiot right there.
Some of these guys, like T-Rob is he was HR and management. And I'm like, okay,
that was his major, or that's what he was doing?
That's his major, human resources. So that's a decent.
He looks like I would be fired by that guy.
It's a decent experience, right? You're managing a team.
Yeah.
You have to give some people the hard truth.
Honestly, you got to work with what you got. And if I'm this young man, I would just own it.
And a lot of the guys are just like general business. We'll give that as experience. But you know who made out the best, I think?
Gary Vee would hire these guys. Who?
There's a guy, Seth Beardsley from Mechanicsburg.
Seth Beardsley?
From Mechanicsburg, PA.
Made up name.
And he was one of the guys who was packing the Coke. He falls under the category of packaging support. And his major is supply chain information systems. And I'm like, brother, let's call this an internship and wrap it up.
Or just change your name to Mitchell Mustache. Chad Beardsley? What was it?
Seth Beardsley?
Seth Beardsley? This is my friend Sam Sideburns. This is my other buddy Monty Mustache. You like that? Anyway, my favorite part is how when the police came to raid T-Rob, he thought it was a joke. So much that he was like, clearly probably plugging his ears and going, no, this isn't happening. This isn't real. The cops had to tase him to get him to believe that it was real, which is just
he thought his frat brothers were playing.
He thought his frat bros were.
Which, look, that's what frat bros do. They play pranks, okay? Yeah. They, I think he was telling them to like literally get his fucking hands off him and stuff. It's,
So how did this all start? Let's see.
Also, kind of crazy. What? Okay, so it was a lot when they did search his room after that. They obviously found all the drugs and there was amphetamine pills and all that stuff.
Yeah,
he did have a gun.
I mean, you need a gun. You got to brandish a gun to threaten.
That's the thing. These guys are
and ammunition.
These guys are fucking Mickey Mouse.
Yeah,
I want to be clear.
Not in the dollar amounts. The dollar amounts are pretty.
The dollar
serious.
amounts are high.
Yeah,
but they're going to like. They're going to pick up their little package in New York or Philadelphia. They're coming back and having their pledges cut up some baggies.
Yeah.
And then they're selling it to some, kids at a party.
Yeah.
What's he need a 45 for? You know what I mean?
To show to the ladies.
True. I think a lot of them are just like trying to be cool. I'm T-Rob. I've got a 45 upstairs.
And they are incredibly cool. Don't make no mistake. These guys are cool.
No, these guys are dorks.
No, they're cool.
I know these guys. Like the one guy, I recognized a lot of the towns in New Jersey. Mendham, New Jersey.
Mendham?
Very,
Beard, New Jersey.
What is that?
Facial hair, New Jersey. I'm just ragging on that guy's last name.
Oh, you really like Beardsley?
Yeah, Beardsley. It's like, what? Did they arrive at Ellis Island and the guy was just like, end of the day, just like, all right, your last name's going to be fucking... Jesus,
I'm going to back up
Beardsley.
over here. You could do your tight five on Beardsley.
No,
go ahead. No, I know you got more. He also refuses to touch Mechanicsburg. It's right there, but
Mechanicsburg?
That's where I said he was from, Mechanicsburg, PA, and you just pushed right past that. You didn't go, what's wrong? Was Janitorsville taken?
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, forget that he said that. Pretend I said that. What were you continue? The gun or these kids? Then you recognize
men
the town?
in New Jersey, just like a very nice town. I know who these kids are. They're not tough.
Yeah. Hey guys, we got to take a quick break to talk a little bit about money. throughout the years, a lot has changed with the way money works. You know, you went from just stashing cash under your mattress to maybe having a checking account. And now in the age of smartphones, you got way, way, way more options and help that you can get to realize your financial goals than you might not have realized. And that's where Monarch comes into play. It is an app that utilizes AI to help you consolidate and understand your entire financial well-being and your entire picture. I didn't realize, for example, that my monthly savings rate had kind of quietly fallen short as my expenses were creeping up. So Monarch flagged that for me. They also just kind of take off the mental load of tracking my finances month to month. So then I don't really have to think about it. And you know me, I don't want to think. I just want to do.
Well, that's the best part. They've got some incredible features on the app if you don't like thinking. Okay, so most apps only tell you what you've already spent. Monarch helps set goals. They map out big purchases and see if you're actually on track before it's too late to adjust. You can ask Monarch's AI assistant anything about your finances, like how much did I spend on travel last summer, or can I afford this vacation without touching my savings? Mm-hmm. You can also spot things you wouldn't think to look for without the AI insights. Has your spending gone up, or is it just inflation? Get a heads up on what's happening with your money with the AI weekly recap. It flags spending spikes, net worth shifts, and upcoming expenses. Also, this is great. You can split the check without the headache with Monarch's bill split. You just scan the receipt, everyone claims what they got, and then settles up. No separate app needed.
Use code BAYS at monarch.com to get your first year of Monarch Core half off at just $50. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code BAYS. Well, anyway, so how did this all start? The grand jury report says that these frat guys at Delta Upsilon sold coke to each other sourced from Agostino at Sigma Chi, which he got from his other brother in the Sigma Chi frat, Lars Deepvat. So Lars was really the guy who started it. He sold some stuff to Agostino. So Agostino's the kingpin, right?
That's what they're trying to say.
And it started because his brother Lars Deepvat sold him some, and Agostino was like, hell yeah, man, I like this. Lars's supply ran dry, but he found a new connect in New York City that would give him, quote, larger amounts of cocaine. And apparently at first, as all things probably in the drug-related, I know this was my case when I was selling weed to my friends. It was just to sell the drugs to each other. But then after the new connect in New York City, Lars says, Lars the Rat, says that it was clear that Agostino was now in it for the profit. He's like, whoa, it kind of got to his head. And Lars says that Agostino asked him if he, quote, wanted to make money and help him distribute cocaine.
Hey, man, do you want to make money and help me distribute cocaine?
Yeah, I think I do want to do that, which is essentially what Lars said. Lars said yes. So they would drive to a location, according to the grand jury report. A man would give them a bag with cocaine in it, and they would return and give it to Agostino. At the same time as this was happening at Sigma Chi, these two other enterprising young men at Delta Upsilon, named Mohammed Huraibi and Thomas Robinson, T-Rob, decided to partner up in 2023 and make even bigger, ever bigger buys from Agostino.
What if we merge our fraternities into one?
Let's just we're going to have separate things. You guys keep chilling over there, but we will gladly take your money in exchange for cocaine. What do you think about that?
Okay, I'm in.
Okay.
Do we get to keep partying?
I mean, this is why, yeah, of course they get to keep partying. That's why I got to give kudos to these young men.
Is Lars going to be able to come to spring break?
I love that you mentioned spring break because we will get to.
I brought it up on purpose.
Yeah. He put out loans. These guys are budding entrepreneurs. They saw an opportunity, and
I want to be clear. There's probably one, if not multiple, of these on probably every college campus.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like they're getting the drugs.
And I'm sure that this is a wake-up call to all those guys like, damn, we got to get off Snapchat and Venmo.
Okay, everyone, no more posting on Snapchat. We're only taking
word of mouth and
Cash App.
Oh, yeah, because they did switch to Cash App. And for me, this is just it's a tale as old as time. Selling drugs is awesome.
You think so?
Yeah, you get money. You make a lot of money. You make new friends. friends for life who you can trust.
You sometimes go to jail.
But
not cool.
I mean, it is crazy to think that all they had to do was, not buy and sell vast quantities of cocaine and their lives would not be ruined.
Or just not sell to confidential informants.
Yeah.
Multiple times
over the span of months.
And do it over Venmo.
Yeah. So by fall of 2024.
Hey, man, I know you work for the cops, but do you mind paying me with my full government name?
Yeah, on Venmo, this app that's very much not secure.
I actually only go by T-Rob in real life on that app where I get paid for drugs. It's actually Thomas Robinson, my full government name.
and when you put, you know how Venmo requires you to put a reason? Just put a snowflake emoji because that's kind of cool.
Snowflake, a guy skiing.
And a nose.
Or
the nose emoji.
If your emoji button's broken, just do drugs.
Yeah. Around fall 2024, they had a confidential informant told police that a man using the nickname T-Rob had been selling cocaine. And so they clearly got snitched out. Someone ratted. Who was it? I wonder if T-Rob knows. I wonder if he's got any idea who was the tattletale.
They probably caught some kid on a possession charge, and then they were like, and he probably freaked, pissed his pants. He's like, my parents are going to kill me. What am I going to do?
I thought maybe it was a pledge who got kicked out.
We make this whole thing go away. You tell us where you got it. And he's like, T-Rob. It was all T-Rob.
Yeah. Like you said, he was selling cocaine from his frat house, accepting Venmo payments under his username Tom-Robinson. The cops, when they busted him, found a 220-gram bag of weed, pill bottles, drug paraphernalia, a handgun, and ammo in a safe. And they seized 73.8 grams of coke total, including that's part of that seizure was the multiple sales that he had done to that confidential informant. And according to the grand jury report, he ratted on Agostino so quick, saying that he bought from him multiple times. The first couple purchases were for 6 to 8 ounces. And I thought, wow, that's a respectable amount. Then 500 grams, which is 17 ounces, a little over 17, for $18,000. All confirmed with photos on T-Rob's phone, which is all in the grand jury. So, what was he doing? Just oh, sick, look at all this cocaine. Click.
100%. That's what I'm saying. These guys all just think they're cool. They were probably quoting Scarface. They were doing the whole thing.
Yeah. There were pictures of the pledges at Delta Upsilon helping him package the cocaine into smaller baggies. What a fucking moron. You got all the frat guys lined up, bagging it. Hey, everybody, check out a smile. Smile for Snapchat. Just keeping it on his phone. The next 2 purchases were for 1 kilogram of cocaine for $22,000. So these kids were not dealing in chump amounts. Robinson, T-Rob sang like a bird, and he said that his business partner Mohammed introduced him to cocaine at the frat.
Look,
it wasn't me. It was Mohammed.
The Italian guy and the Arab guy. I had nothing to do with this.
He introduced it to me. I was just a normal guy. Mohammed came up and said, "Hey, do you want to try coke?" And I was like, I felt pressure, peer pressure. You've heard of it, right?
Robinson, what are you doing, man?
And Mohammed asked him to partner after he had started selling it himself. So Mohammed started selling it.
I want the other guys to tell their story. I don't trust any of this.
Well, Mohammed said that he set up the first buy on Snapchat for 100 grams for $4,000. At some point, Mohammed gets out of the business because T-Rob buys him out. But Mohammed, for some reason, testified that he continued selling drugs to his friend Caden Howe.
Dude. What are we going to do about these Gen Z names?
I know. Caden, Graydon, and Braden, who would sell to his frat. And Mohammed set Caden up with Thomas eventually. Howe purchased small amounts for personal use at the time. Personal use most of the time. But on a few occasions, he purchased larger amounts of cocaine to sell at his fraternity. Another witness that testified before the grand jury confirmed that Howe was known to sell cocaine within his fraternity, and he just continued to buy it. Robinson and Mohammed remained friends with several of the brothers at Delta Upsilon. I love this. He also continued to attend parties, including Molly parties at the fraternity. I love that they have to put the definition. A Molly party.
And it's wrong.
A Molly party is a themed party where many of the attendees would consume the hallucinogenic drug known as Molly.
I don't think anyone would consider Molly hallucinogenic.
No, it's not. Muhammad testified that he supplied Molly to the brothers at the party. Man, these guys are all just ratting on each other. It's unbelievable. That just Muhammad's ratting on Thomas, then he's ratting on Caden. I wonder how many of them actually got like plea deals out of this, because it doesn't seem like anybody got. It seems like as soon as they were in handcuffs in the car, they're going, I'll tell you anything.
They didn't even click him on until he was like, it was all about the Elo.
Like, dude, about the did you do it in the Italian accent? I mean, these guys, what idiots. I really don't think that they made deals before they ratted. So the cops are probably just like, thanks for that information. You're still going to jail.
You guys are morons. We have everything on your Snapchats. We have everything on your Venmo. We're sending you to jail for a long time. We hope Lars had a lot of fun on spring break.
He did not. He probably did not.
Lars had to borrow some money from Abatiello to be able to make it to spring break. He borrowed about $1,500. Which,
yeah. Lars said that Agostino would brag about how much money he was making and loaned him $1,500. And then he made Lars deliver cocaine when he couldn't pay him back.
Hey, you got to pay off that debt, pal.
I can't.
Better get on that bike. Start making some deliveries.
It's like, why would you borrow $1,500 from your cocaine dealer friend knowing that you can't pay it back? What do you think he's going to do? That guy with the glasses, man, he's a serious-looking drug dealer. He's someone you don't want to cross because he's got something to prove.
You're worried about the guy? You're worried about him?
If I'm Lars, I'm worried about Agostino, man. That's my buddy Agostino.
He looks pretty dorky, I got to say.
Yeah, but a dorky guy has something to prove.
Oh, you're saying
look at him.
You're saying this guy's got a chip on
you
his
don't
shoulder.
take me seriously? You better deliver cocaine for me. You better deliver the cocaine. You owe me $1,500. He also loaned other people. Lars said that other guys had loans in the thousands of dollars. So Agostino was up and coming.
A nice guy.
A nice guy.
He wanted you to be able to go have a good time in Cancun. Not worry about the money. Hey, we'll worry about it when we get back.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
You got a bike?
We'll work something out.
You got a bike or something? You got a scooter? We'll work something out when we get back.
Yeah.
Just enjoy yourself. Have another tequila shot.
So again, you got Lars right under Agostino. He's the godfather. He's the godfather. He's the big supplier.
See, this is
what?
You're pinning on him because he's Italian. You're calling him the godfather.
He is the godfather, man. Over $120,000 where it was ultimately paid to this kid.
What I see is a community member who wanted to give back. He wanted his boys to go on vacation.
Is that your defense if you're his attorney?
I'm saying what I see is a guy who was dedicated to his frat brothers.
I'm flipping it too, and I'm saying they all were hounding him for supply. And he just wanted to fit in.
He just wanted to have a good time.
He just wanted to fit in, have a good time.
His boys were talking about how bad they wanted to party, how they didn't have any money to go on spring break.
He was concerned that they would get bad product elsewhere that could have killed them.
That's right.
It could have been tainted with fentanyl.
You know what we haven't heard of, Your Honor? One single fentanyl overdose on Penn State campus.
Agostino was concerned.
Who we have to thank for that?
Yeah.
Agostino.
Yeah.
T-Rob kept arguing that we could make more money if we cut it with fentanyl.
Yeah.
Him and his piece of shit attorney father who was hiding evidence.
Yeah. See, Lars and Agostino at Sigma Chi and Muhammad and T-Rob.
That's the real difference. They ask Agostino's family for a statement. They're like, look, we have nothing to do with this. We don't want to talk to anybody. T-Rob's dad hiding drugs, hiding evidence.
Well, allegedly. Because his dad says, okay, Paul Robinson was his dad, is T-Rob's dad.
For now.
He is charged with felony tampering, hindering apprehension for taking steps to conceal evidence, including a safe containing drugs and cash and obstructing the investigation. According to him, his lawyer, he says that he didn't know the safe that he hid had all of that in it. He says that, hey, it was just given to me when I was cleaning out his frat room.
Hey, I was just given a safe. I didn't.
My son got busted for drug dealing and he had a safe. How was I supposed to know that the safe that belonged to my drug dealing son contained paraphernalia and money? I didn't know any of that. I didn't know any of that.
Give me a break.
Don't send me to prison, please. Please, God.
Give me a break.
My favorite part in all of this, though, was that Agostino was still dealing up until February of this year. And he was
some say dealing, others say delivering pure, uncut, non-adulterated with fentanyl.
Cocaine, you mean?
Yeah.
To his he was doing it because he was doing it in place of some bad actors who might have wanted to poison his brothers.
Exactly, like T-Rob.
But according to the complaint, he begged people to not rat on him when he heard that the cops were interviewing people. He was texting his friends, please, I know that they're going to offer you a deal. Please don't rat on me. Please don't beg. Don't rat. And they all.
And they're like, I got you, bro. Look at what he's saying.
Yeah.
Look at what he's so fucking scared.
God, dude. It really is remarkable reading the complaint that they all were just. Caden also. I sold also to Caden.
Oh, freaking Caden.
Caden. I stopped selling drugs. But Caden was buying from Thomas, from T-Rob, and T-Rob was still buying from Agostino. So that's got to be worth something. It's like, your lawyer's not even here yet. We have no deal set up, but thank you for that information. Frick. And T-Rob's probably doing the same thing. Agostino was the biggest cocaine dealer in like all of Pennsylvania at this point. He was probably, I was small potatoes. In fact, I was afraid for my life. Probably.
I hate coke. I didn't even want to do it.
Yeah, I didn't even want to do it. But the guys were threatening to like rat on me if I didn't continue selling them cocaine.
They lost lifelong friends here. Okay, you guys could have been frat brothers for life.
I know. What a shame.
It is
drugs corrupt.
I've never really been I have a limited experience with the
cocaine.
No, I have a couple friends who were in frats at college.
Ooh,
and they're still like one. I forget what it's called. It's the one that's like a feeder to the skull and crossbones thing, and they have a secret handshake. And I'm always like, come on, just show me the secret handshake. But they'll like jokingly refer to maybe George Bush or someone else as like, well, he's a brother of ours, as a joke, a joke.
Yeah.
And then I have other friends who were in, it seems like it's like an extremely tight, you go through the whole hazing thing, but definitely not for me. I had one experience where I went to one of the bachelor parties of these close friends, and it was a lot of the frat guys.
Oh boy.
And it was, I feel like,
and I bet they all feed off of each other.
Yeah,
it's poisonous energy.
I feel like I know at least some of them were very annoyed with me. We got there first day and they were talking about like,
who's the gay guy?
Honestly, essentially, it was like,
who's the sister? Who's the sorority sister? I didn't know that there was a sorority in town.
They had, there was like, sometimes Airbnbs will have like they had this weird room upstairs.
Yeah.
And they were like, this is like I forget what they called it, like the goose nest or something. I was like, the fuck is the goose nest? And they were like, that's where the goose goes. And they were like, we have this thing. There was some rule, like if you were the first person to fall asleep that night, you got like the next day you're the goose, and like you got to wear this wig, and people.
And you're like, that's cool, dude.
You have to get people beer whenever they ask you or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I literally was like, yeah, I'm not playing that game.
Yeah,
and they were
good.
like,
Good for you.
Everyone has to play. And I was like, no, I don't think you understand. I'm an adult and I don't have to do anything you say. This is crazy. And all night they were like, oh, you can't go to bed. But I was like, I'm going to go to bed
and
whenever
if you fuck with
want.
me, I'll kill you. I'll beat you up.
I woke up and they were like, drink a beer, goose. And I was like, oh no, I'm not a part of this. You guys, like, this is very funny, but there's nothing.
I think there's a communication breakdown here.
And one guy got so fucking pissed at me.
These are guys in their 30s.
At this point, we were in our late 20s.
Okay.
And
still inexcusable.
And he was like, you're ruining it. And it was very funny because when he finally caved and was like, wow, I don't think Emil's going to do the goose thing. He looked at
I have no power over him.
Well, he looked at the guy who had like gone to sleep after me, and he was like, well, that makes you the goose. And all of a sudden it was like some kind of disease had spread. He was like, no, I don't have to either if he's not doing it. And he was like, you ruined Goose.
Great job,
I'm sorry.
Emil.
I just don't. I'm not going to do that.
You broke the illusion. Hey guys, we got to take a quick break to talk about your hair. This is for the fellas especially. You know, catching hair loss early is really going to make all the difference. That's the key, so they say, you know?
It's important. We want you to, we know a lot of you might have committed to wearing a hat for the rest of your life, but we're here to tell you don't have to do that.
The sooner you start, the better your options. Hims makes starting simple with a 100% online process and personalized treatment plans delivered straight to you. They offer convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work, including chews, oral medication, serums, and sprays. Prescription strength ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can help prevent further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months.
You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourself. Hims brings expert care straight to you with a 100% online access to personalized treatment plans that put your goals first. So find the right hair regrowth treatment for you with flexible subscription options, access to 24/7 provider support, and once-a-day treatment options that fit your daily routine. It's straightforward, transparent, and designed to make getting care feel easy.
For simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/bays. That's hims.com/BAES for your free online visit. hims.com/bays. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. Individual results may vary. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information.
But I think there is a buy-in. I'm like, it's cool that you guys are all down. I'm just like, I'm not.
Yeah. Fortunately, my school, Cal State Long Beach, didn't have much of a frat culture. As far as I knew, maybe I just wasn't in the loop. But yeah, it never appealed to me from what little I've seen in movies and stuff. It's kind of scary and intimidating to me. Like, oh, I gotta like swallow something gross. I got to humiliate myself. I got to like punch myself in the penis.
I mean, who knows what the movies are, but some of them are, it might have been Penn State. There was one where they were like having the pledges drown a puppy.
Are you kidding me?
Google it. I don't want to make this
drown
up.
Maybe
it's like an urban legend.
All right, bro. You want to join the evil frat for evil guys? You got to drown a puppy. Prove it. This is evil Upsilon.
I could have fallen for full urban legend here.
Yeah.
But I could have sworn there was some. Is anything coming up? It looks like there's multiple
dropped
that have
puppy off.
Dropped a puppy off the Mississippi River Bridge.
Beaten a goose to death with a golf club. These guys need to be like.
Yeah. There's another one. I think they've done some.
Over 200 university hazing deaths have occurred since 1830. Okay. All right. Well, sure.
Just click that real quick. What's the craziest hazing initiation ritual?
A guy I used to row with. Okay, already awesome. Had a pretty crazy novice initiation at the old club. They would blindfold the first year guys and throw them in a dark closet, which was empty except for a strobe light, a fog machine, and a stereo blasting let the bodies hit the floor, and a pile of Skittles. They would then scream at the new guy to sort them into piles by color and lock him in. They would come back after 10 minutes, and usually the kid would have some semblance of piles. But one time they came back, and the kid had just spread them out and was sitting there crying.
Jesus Christ.
They were shocked and started yelling at him, "What is this? What is this?" The kid says, "I'm colorblind." They felt pretty bad. Oh, that's not that bad.
That seems like a lie.
I mean, I've heard of the ones, there was like a kid, I don't know if it was a frat thing or just a college drinking thing, where he would just passed out on the couch and died right there of alcohol poisoning. Like, college just seems like, it brings out the worst in our innate human desire to fit in.
Sure.
And I'm sure a lot of these kids were
frats
like,
kind of are a accumulation of that, where it's like kind of that at its worst, where you're saying, I'd like to be a part of this thing. I'm willing to go through this process where.
I'm so glad I didn't experience any of that.
I wouldn't be able to handle. I just don't like anyone being like, do this thing.
I didn't like playing. King's Cup.
Oh yeah, you famously hate that.
The 3. You got to drink. Shut the fuck up. Let's just play drink. How about drink the beer? How about that game? Yeah, it's waterfall. That's when you play a 10. How do you even remember these stupid rules? You absolute fuck.
I remembered thinking that was fun. That feels a little it's not that
Flip
they
cup
make
is
you.
fun. Beer pong is fun.
It's a game. Do you play Monopoly and they're like, oh, you have to pass go again. Fuck you. I have to pass go.
King's Cup in particular, there's too many rules. Just fuck off with the rules, man. I hate all these rules. Man, yeah, exactly. I don't want to do it.
Just don't play. Just don't play.
Exactly. I don't want to play.
It's a completely voluntary experience.
Anyway,
you want to play this game? Yeah, but I'll complain about it and make it seem like you're making me do all this stuff.
Well, because it seemed like at every turn there was a new rule. Oh, you pulled a 7, but today's Wednesday, so you actually got to fuck off and go to the bathroom and get me a beer. And it just felt like I was getting bullied, and I probably was.
You probably were getting bullied.
Yeah.
Maybe
Anyway,
so for just not.
So I got my marijuana license back when all you had to do was go to a doctor and say I got anxiety, and they'd be like, "You're a medical marijuana candidate," and I had my license. So all my friends were like, "Can you buy me some weed?" And I'd say, "Okay, just drive me to the store, give me your money, and I'll go buy it." But after a while, because every single dispensary in LA and Orange County would offer these deals for first timers. What are you looking at?
I'm just listening.
Oh, I thought you were looking at my stain because I got a chocolate stain on my shirt and it won't go away. And this is my favorite shirt. Fucking sucks. Anyway, they would offer 20% discounts for first timers. And sometimes they already had cheap ounces for like $280. And I was like, man, if I buy that ounce for 20% off, and I sell it for even moderate prices, I could make like $80 per ounce.
That's nothing.
Brother, it was 2006, 2007.
Yeah, but what
that's a lot of money, man.
Dude, but
so I was driving around in my car with I'm sure I've told this story before, so lay off of me. Sorry, Mom. I had a big old mason jar full of weed and a scale and a 3x5 card that I kept track of everything on. How much I sold, how much I made, and stuff like that. Plus, I would sell my Adderall sometimes too. And then I wised up to that after a couple of years because I saw like news stories about people who overdosed on stuff. And guess who gets in trouble? The person who sold the drugs.
Like Matthew Perry's doctors. And we're glad they're rotting in prison.
So I was like, okay, I should get out while the getting's good. And
in case someone overdoses on your weed?
Yeah, man. No, on the Adderall.
How do you overdose on Adderall?
You take too much, you fucking have a heart. You mix it with something bad. I don't know.
Has that ever happened?
Well, case in point, I would sell the entire bottle sometimes to the
most neurotic drug dealer in the world. I got to get out of the game before someone overdoses on my weed and Adderall.
It's not weed I was worried about. It's the Adderall. I would sell my entire bottle to my friend for $300, and he comes back from like Burning Man or something, and he goes, "Oh man, you know Courtney, whoever, she's like a 5 foot tall.
Well, she's dead, and you killed her.
Well, she's like 5 feet tall and weighs 90 pounds. He's like, I gave her a couple, and she insisted that she knew he's gay. She knew what she was doing, and turns out she didn't, and she like freaked out, and I had to give her some Xanax to like cool it. And I said, how much did she take? Oh, she took 2 of the pills. Each pill was 30 milligrams.
Yeah, that'll fuck you.
15. Me 15 milligrams.
Me 15. You 30.
You 30?
230.
No.
Me 15. You 230.
But she takes 60, and she like freaked out and was having heart palpitations. And I was like, why did you give her 2? If she died or something, it would come back on me and my life would be over.
Don't you know about Matthew Perry and the guy who killed Mac Miller? That's me.
This was like 2007, man, 2008, actually maybe 2012. I don't remember. Either way, I stopped doing that, and you shouldn't do that either. Plus, I'd like the cops to come after me. Statute of limitations, bitch.
You would like the cops to come after you?
I'm joking.
Cops, come get him.
They can't. What?
I'll sing.
This is all.
It's not just that. He's a deviant. There's all kinds of stuff on his computer. We can get him for stuff.
We can get
him for something.
No, you can't get me for anything. I'm clean as a whistle.
If the cops are listening, I will help you put this man away.
The only thing I'm guilty of is having a good time. And buying drugs. I think. Who knows what I do?
Well, what did we learn? Some of these young men, guilty and deserve to rot.
Yeah. Let's pull up their photos again. I want to look at them.
Others possibly should just be getting some internship credits.
Yeah. I wonder what the black photos are the guys who got
like
misdemeanors.
The misdemeanor kids.
Yeah. And there's only 7. That's interesting because I thought it was 8. Boy, Mohammed Haraibi, Thomas Robinson. I think that guy's name is Frank Zanola.
Frank,
I think he might have been the supplier in Long Island where they went and
Long Island.
Long Island. Zeepvat, boy, that guy.
He's from Mendham.
I mean, Lars. His dad
Zeepvat.
is like 6'7", Swiss or something. Nordic. Lars, what did you do? I don't know how to do Nordic. What did you do? You're not my son. You're not my son. My son would never do this.
Full Austrian.
I send you to Penn State, and for what? For you to do cocaine and sell cocaine? My son, when you get out of prison, you can work at the company.
What's the company?
My multi-billion-dollar
and see if
factory.
See if Seth Beardsley is available.
Yeah, see if I like him. I like his friend Monty Mustache. Anyway, don't use cocaine.
Also, if you're a
don't
parent,
buy and sell cocaine.
If you're somehow a parent who's watching and has a kid in college,
yeah,
go through their phone.
Go through their phone.
See what they're doing.
Yeah, see what they're doing. Absolutely.
Make sure they're not selling drugs.
Ask them and see how they react.
Make a fake profile, find them on Snapchat.
Ooh, and try to sell or buy drugs.
Try to buy drugs for them.
Yeah.
And see if they...
And maybe go into business with them. Maybe they're good at it. Maybe they're covering their tracks.
Rat out your own kid, even if you don't know.
Yeah. Would you rat out your own kid? What would you do if you were Lars Zeepvet's dad?
Honestly, I'd pull a T-Rob's dad and I'd hide the shit.
Would you really?
No, I don't know. It'd be hard to turn in my kid.
Dude, it would be so hard to turn in your kid. Like, at what level do you turn in your kid? For what crime? Murder? I think I'm going to have to turn in my kid.
Be tough for me.
Actually,
I love my baby boy so much.
What if it was like, let's think about this. Involuntary manslaughter.
Did he do it?
Yes, but it was an accident. He wasn't drunk. He was driving and like a pedestrian jaywalked.
Oh, that kind of stuff. I'm like,
I mean, they literally have a whole show about this.
Dude, check out Lars.
Founder and CEO of Bardell. No, you're not anymore.
Why not?
No, you're not.
I started Bardell after my buddy got cardiac arrest after doing too much coke. And right then and there, I said, enough.
Honestly, if it was 2012, 2013, these guys would have no problem getting jobs because it was the peak of like, it was just the beginning, rather, the ramp up of like Gary Vaynerchuk and hustle economy and
I'm sure they're all going to be
the 5-minute work week.
I'm sure most of them will be fine. I bet T-Rob and what's his name are maybe in more trouble.
Yeah. Because it shows that you're an enterprising young man and you've made a mistake that most people might make in their 30s, but you made it early on, so you know. Like, look at Jordan Belfort. Jeez, people want to hear him talk. Abby, let me sell you something. You want to learn how to sell a pen? You want to learn how to sell a pen? Shut up.
True, you got a Wolf of Wall Street this thing.
Sell me the pen.
Honestly, Agostino is already a life coach. You need to start doing a speaking tour. Here's how I came back from my lowest point. Yeah. Okay, you're never down and out. You're only down. You're not out.
Mm. You know how I'm selling the pen, by the way?
Hey, I stuck this in my ass because I thought I might be gay. Turns out I'm not. Want this pen?
For those who don't know, that's a true story involving me. That's my butt pen that my dad dug out of the trash and put back in the thing of pens.
I have OCD and I get pretty hung up on certain things. I thought I might be gay and I stuck this in my ass. You want
it? It wasn't just any pen. It was a Sharpie because I was like, well, I want something a little rounder and not such a hard edge. No, I would say, hey, I'm going to kick your ass. You need a weapon. All that we got is a pen. I got this pen. I will give you the advantage. Do you want the pen? Otherwise, I will attack you with it. Do you want it? $5. That's how I sell the pen.
You know how I would do it?
What?
I'd say, hey, man, I've got some really great advice. You might want to take this down.
Ooh, it's pretty good. But I don't have a pen. Okay, can I have it?
Yeah.
For free?
It smells like shit. Don't ask why.
Hey, don't smell this pen. I want to see. Actually, fuck selling a pen. I want you to sell me a jet ski or a sword.
Well, that's the thing. If you can sell the pen, you can sell anything.
No, because a pen is pretty straightforward. Hey, I got this check. I got this check for $1 million, and it's got your name on it. All you have to do is endorse it.
What?
I've got this check for $1 million.
Okay.
It has your name on it. It's made out to you. All you have to do is endorse the check.
Oh, great. The waitress just walked by.
Oops, you don't have a pen, though. You don't have a pen.
The waitress has a pen.
I only have this one that's been, I just pulled it out of my ass. Do you want the $1 million? It's covered in poop. By the way, I saw the most devastating TikTok today. It's a follower of an autistic kid who's like angry, and he's going, I'm sick of all you people telling me how to parent my autistic kid. You know what he does? He picks up shit. He picks up shit, and he brings it in the house, and he gets it all over his Legos. And then he's like, watch this. And he goes in, and this thing has tens of thousands of comments and reshares and stuff. And he's like zooming in on little poop curds on the kid's playing blocks. And he's like, no, this is shit. You can't be playing with shit. And it reminds me of when we were in your backyard that one time and we overheard the dad yelling at his son. Remember
Why is there shit?
Yeah.
All over the sink. There's shit
What
everywhere.
did you do?
What did you
what
do
did
in
you
here?
do? Have we ever told that story on here? Yeah, boy, that was that funny because we were all smoking weed and we were like, what the fuck is going on next door?
We weren't smoking weed. We don't do that kind of thing.
Or drinking, I don't remember. Anyway, let's shift gears, shall we?
We wish the Penn State boys the best of luck.
Oh, yeah, good luck.
My advice...
Don't ask about the state of this guy's pen. It's got doo-doo dookie on it. Man, I still remember the way my butt was just saying, nope. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Surely this has got to feel good at some point.
The only lying this Nittany's doing is about whether or not he got a pen in his ass.
The only what? You mean Nittany?
The only lion.
Uh-huh. Why
like lying?
Yeah, but what's the lion?
This Nittany is doing is about whether or not he's got a pen in his ass. It's a bit of a reach.
Oh, because the Nittany lions?
Exactly.
That's pretty good. No, that's not a bit of a reach. A longer reach would have been me reaching around to pull out the pen. Yours was a pretty short reach. Actually, a longer reach would have been my dad when he was fishing it out of the garbage. Surely he would have thought, why is this Sharpie wrapped in a paper towel? If it were me, I would inspect it and be like, why is it wrapped in paper towel? Ew, it's got Vaseline on it. I'm leaving it in the trash.
Ew.
Or maybe he was trying to shame me subliminally. A lesson.
Ew, dude.
Yeah. I can't wait for my mom to listen to this and be like, wait, so you put a Sharpie in your butt? Why?
Well,
Mom?
I got tired of fucking the toilet.
There's so much lore here that I fear people that aren't familiar with. So I'm not going back there. It was 2004, man. It was a different time. I was smoking weed out of Coke cans with my neighbor Andy.
Anyway,
He corrupted me, man.
we wish the best of luck to the Penn State boys.
Yeah. Speaking of pens in your butt, Sam Altman, probably the wealthiest gay guy other than Peter Thiel.
I wouldn't be able to.
I
wouldn't be able to crunch
Who's
those
the
numbers.
wealthiest gay guy? The wealthiest openly gay person in the world is tech investor and PayPal co-founder Peter Thiel with an estimated $23 billion. David Geffen is gay?
I didn't know this.
$9 billion.
Good for him.
Barry Diller? Tim Cook, of course. We all knew that. Anyway, Sam Altman kind of, if you'll excuse me for the pun, but he outed himself.
What do you mean?
He outed himself.
Okay, you confused me because of the
gay talk. Yeah, he went on this podcast.
I also have to say, we could play it. I don't think it's as damning as people are.
Doug, you scared the shit out of me.
As people are making it seem, but
all right, yeah. It scared the market because this came out on Sunday, and the market, the futures market, took a great big fat crap. because
let's play it so
let's
people
play
can see
the clip.
what
Go
we're
ahead.
talking about.
Go ahead, play the clip, please.
And I thought when we got to GPT-4, which was back in 2023, I think, that very
Can you pause
quickly
it for a
after
second?
that-
Do you think he had to ask his partner at home, where's my cool shoes? I'm doing that video today.
Also, I hope this isn't his house, because sometimes
I think it's an office.
Yeah.
You can see people like milling about. I think they probably just set up a press.
I want a burger with this vocal fry. I'll tell you that
It's
much.
yeah.
there was going to be much more disruption in software business being up for grabs right away than it turned out to be. And the thing that I think I was wrong about a few things, but one of them, in terms of the speed, one of them is the economy just has so much inertia. People keep doing the same things they're doing. They keep buying from the same company. They keep sort of wanting to use their tools in the same way. I think that's actually a positive in many ways, and it's going to make this big transition in front of us go smoother and slower, and I'm grateful for it. But I think it means we've all been too ambitious on timelines, even with this incredible technology. I think AI is one of the most incredible technologies humanity has ever invented. Society and the economy will adapt more slowly. And I thought...
So basically, yeah, he admits that, hey, all those outlandish predictions we made, maybe we were a little too eager and earnest in these predictions, because as it turns out, people are creatures of habit, and they don't exactly want to rush out, especially in the enterprise businesses and stuff. When you've got teams of thousands of people using whatever software, like we've been saying, like many critics of AI have been saying, it's not like they're just going to switch overnight and you're going to get your entire workflow disrupted and changed. Because
that's what I found so surprising. I mean, maybe it's just been a very good PR move by them, but it felt like literally every major company and employer was being like,
we're implementing AI.
Yeah.
Well, they did the same thing with the blockchain, where they're like, we're using blockchain technology.
Not anywhere on the same scale.
No.
The companies would be like, we're trying to see if there's anything. This was like, there was full stories of people being like, we're giving bonuses to whoever uses the most tokens this year. We want literally every employee deploying AI into their workflow.
And if they don't, we'll kill ourselves.
Yeah. This felt so different than like, some people being like, we're seeing if there's any way like blockchain technology could fit into whatever. This, I don't know. And I've like just anecdotally talked to people who are like, we've had commenters too who are like, my fucking boss is an idiot and is just like, wants to AI everything. It's just like, can you automate this, that? And they're just like, what are you talking about? And we're now just doing it to like appease these people.
I mean, I remember the last job that I had was Buzzfeed, and not that big of a company. And our department, not that big a department, relatively speaking. And whenever there was a new change that was attempted to be implemented, it was so slow to happen, so confusing, so buggy. So it fully tracks what he's saying, that like when he says people have their habits, I believe he's mostly referring to big businesses that have their, I mean, look at the government. The government has all these old, antiquated pieces of software that run on old machines and all that shit. It takes a long time. Look how long the internet took. Look how long it took. There were some people replying to this tweet who are older, who were basically saying the same thing of like, yeah, it took my company forever to go from fax machines to email.
Interesting.
Because you've already got this like system in place, and all the systems are reliant on each other. It's a web. So if you change one, you got to change the others. If you've got, it's like I just had to open a.
I do think that's a little different though. Like that's full. Think about like the last, 10, 15, I guess even 20 years post email. Everyone's already switched over. Everyone's on email, everything. Think about how quickly people were able to jump into things like Salesforce.
Yeah.
And imagine if the Salesforce CEO was all of a sudden just like, yeah, there's a lot of inertia in the way people have their things. We just didn't realize they weren't going to want to use our customer resource management. Like that's not, you know what I mean? It's like a new software. So yeah, I don't know. Everyone was perfectly happy to like jump on Slack without there being like, oh gosh, we didn't realize no one was going to be using it. They really are attached
I think
to their...
it depends on what the thing is. For I think companies that like got on Slack, for example, it's because they weren't necessarily using anything before that. They were using a little bit of GChat and email and iMessage, and then along came Slack, and it was like, we're going to make it a nice cohesive place. Sure. Versus now trying to introduce a new Slack, which would be really hard. Yeah, man, I'm so glad I don't have a normal job anymore. But I miss it. I do miss, You
miss cracking jokes at the water cooler.
Yeah. I miss Bagel Fridays, man.
I miss Bagel Fridays.
Showing up to an office that's like in a
also,
cool
does
location.
Anyone have a job at BuzzFeed anymore? They're probably using a lot of AI. They're probably churning out slop.
This one girl who was still on my team back then, she's been that like somehow that figure who just avoids every layoff. Yeah. She's still there. She's my neighbor, and I ran into her a couple months ago. She's like, I'm still there. Can you believe it? And they haven't fired me.
The whole thing together.
And I'm like, how? She goes, I don't know, but they won't fire me. I'm like, cool.
Jesus.
I still feel bad for Jonah Peretti because he just really fucked up, dude.
I mean, get out.
All his net worth has just gone, evaporated because he was too stupid and stubborn to it looks like he'd be my older brother, huh?
Kinda.
Back when I wore glasses, everybody at the company would tell me all the time, does anybody ever tell you look like Jonah?
How'd you get this job? You must be his brother, huh?
Yeah, I'm his body double when he doesn't want to fuck his wife.
Is that true?
Mm-hmm.
He would have you go fuck his wife?
He had me fuck his wife. I'd come home and I had to pretend and stuff. It's me, your husband, Jonah.
She made you talk like that?
Yeah. That's how he talks. It's me, your husband. I am here. Oh, Jonah. I
mean, the whole thing feels like, I don't know. What was that video? It was based off the paper, like Project. I mean, not Project 2025, obviously, but maybe it was like 2030, where they were like, maybe it was even like 2027, and they were talking about the imminent, like the AIs. We get AGI, and then they start negotiating with each other, and they basically kill us all.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what do you remember? What the year was?
I want to say 2028 or 2027. Yeah. Also, real fast, there's been a lot of buzz this weekend from a bunch of like AI influencer-esque people who are all alluding to the notion that there's a new model that's about to drop that's going to change everything. And it's like,
they say this
we've heard this before. They're all like, I got access to the new model and I'm not going to say anything, but it's a game changer. It's revolutionary.
You thought you could code before?
Up, man.
Wait till you get a load of this thing.
Yeah. I'm just looking up the guy who was the CMO of BuzzFeed for a brief moment. He's the one who came in and shook things up and changed a bunch of shit that did not need to be changed. And good for him. He went on to work at BlackRock, and then he was... I was so impressed by him, but then seeing him actually at BuzzFeed, I was like, oh, you can just truly bullshit and not know a fucking thing. And just kind of like, not fail upward, but just, he did not know what he was doing.
Incredible.
And the guy that he brought in as his like underling was this con artist who was a Canadian guy.
That's who
with a British
the most
accent.
Successful people are.
Yeah.
If you have like confidence and you can just move through these spaces with confidence, you're gonna be fine.
Look him up, Frank Cooper Visa. Just search Frank Cooper Visa. And he started at Pepsi. He was Pepsi's before BuzzFeed, at least. Yeah, he was the VP of marketing at Pepsi, and then the chief marketing officer, and did some stuff with Beyonce, and then he went on to be the senior managing director and global chief marketing officer of BlackRock. And now he's the chief marketing officer of Visa, where he's probably doing well. I'm sure it's a lot easier to be the CMO there versus
Dude, at Visa. It's probably incredible.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what Visa can help you do? Buy everything. With Visa, you can buy everything. Want to buy that? Visa's got you covered. I mean, yeah. But he brought in this guy. He was like, oh, so we're going to shake up everything. That's why he was only at BuzzFeed for a year and 8 months, because he fucking failed. It was like, he came in, he pooped on everything, and then was like, all right, wow, it smells like shit in here.
Damn, there's a lot of shit in here. This is crazy.
Yeah, who did that? And meanwhile, he pooped. And he's like, I got to go. But the guy, the consultant that he brought in, who was asking for like $500,000 a year, whatever it was, he was this guy who was a lot like that Simon Sinek guy. He's like famous for doing like corporate talk things. He's like this guy. You ever seen him?
I don't know this guy.
He does like corporate.
Wait, do you know the name of the?
I can't remember the guy, but he looked like him, but he had a British accent. Oh, he's an American author and inspirational speaker who focuses on how leaders and organizations can inspire people through purpose. He's best known for his 2009 TED Talk and book, Start With Why, which explores how great leaders prioritize purpose over product.
I can't believe these guys are still around. That was like a very
2009 to 2014. Yeah.
Remember the we've found evidence that if you stand in a superhero pose, your whole fucking life is going to change.
Yeah. Yep. That's pretty accurate to what that was like back then. And
okay, guys, circle up. This is Simon. He's going to be fixing everything here. You're all going to be standing like superheroes now.
Well, this guy had a British accent, and so it worked on me. And a lot of people at the company were like, wow, this guy knows his shit. Oh my God, he's so smart. You know, at Google, what Google does when they launch a new product, did you know that Google does this, this, and this, and this, and this? And the way that we're going to implement that at BuzzFeed is all this stuff. And it was like, oh, after a while, it was like, this guy doesn't know how this company works, how anything works at this place, how we make money, what the website even fucking does. They think that they can take... It's the same way that Boeing ended up failing. They were taking Jack Welch's business techniques at General Electric and applying it to airplanes, which caused the fucking 737 MAX disaster to happen. It's like, you can't take what you learned. It's not always going to apply at everywhere. Anyway, he made a lot of money and then he got fired because he fucking sucked, and it was obvious that he was just a con artist. I think we're still friends on Facebook.
We got to find this guy.
They gave me a big fat raise and it pissed off my entire team because I had a lot of Vine followers. And they were like, there's something there. How would you like to go from $50,000 a year to 75? And I was like, okay, that's a lot of money.
I would love that.
And all my coworkers got fucking $5,000 raises, and they were all kind of mad at me. And I was like, please don't be mad at me. What would you do if you were me? Anyway. Well, everybody. What do we got in the I have some very funny stuff to show Emil. You guys are going to lose your minds. We're going to talk about Reggie Watts.
We got to talk about the Reggie Watts thing.
Emil had something happen in the Odyssey IMAX, or you've got something to talk about with that?
We're going to talk about the Reggie Watts thing.
The Clancy lady murder. Boy, that's dark.
Tom Clancy's wife is dead.
Yeah. And all the weirdos.
Is that really what it is? I don't know what the Clancy murder.
There's this woman who like murdered her kids, and there are a bunch of weird women being like,
"Yes, queen."
I understand. Which is like, okay, but she murdered 3 of her children's, and she lined them up and choked them.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was postpartum, dude. It was postpartum, which is a thing. It was postpartum psychosis. Anyway, we're going to talk about all that. BenandEmilShow.com.
That's a bummer.
Yeah. It'll be a great time. Bye, everybody.
Coming up on this week's episode of BenandEmilShow.com.
And he's turned off by it.
Yeah, he's basically like, babe, you're like kind of harshening my buzz. Like, I think you should go back to LA. And her friends have to be like, yo, do not send this woman who's having a psychotic break home on a plane alone. Like, you have to go. And then they get home and he basically just like hands her off. He's like, she's all yours. And he just
being
like,
weird. She's being weird.
It really feels like that. And then they're just, the stuff around the suicide is like, this guy is.
He basically like went to social media and said like, congratulations on the suicide.
Basically, yeah.
Spiders are stupid. I don't know. I haven't seen the damn thing.
You think spiders are stupid?
Yes.
Why?
Because they are incredibly stupid.
I don't think spiders are stupid at all.
I think spiders are dumb as rocks.
I think they're probably pretty smart.
I think that it's incredibly...
What's smarter than being like, I'm going to set a little trap. I'm going to hang out here.
Until...
When these idiots come along, I'm going to eat them.
I'm a spider. I'm going to go out on a night mission while the giant is asleep. I have 8 eyes. Hey, I know what I'll do.
Who's the giant?
Me. I'm asleep in my bed. Hey, I'm a spider. Oh, I know. I'll go as close as I can to this sleeping giant and crawl around on it, and maybe I'll bite it a couple times. Is this food? Is this giant food? Better bite it a couple times to make sure. Is that a big bug? Even if it was, it's too big for you, dude.
Sounds like you're just pissed because you got bit.
Dips.
You don't get to write anything down.
No. Well, maybe you do.
You're memorizing dips.
Yeah, I'm nowhere to like put all my chips in. Like, okay, that's where I'm fucking going long.
Why wouldn't you just Google like top performing stocks last 20 years?
That's a good answer. Wow, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, dude. Yeah, I think that's what I like to change my answer. I think that's what I'm going to Google.
Jesus Christ.
I made it too complicated. You and I get transported and we're both bickering about it. I'm like, no. And then before we know it, we're back in the present. We didn't get to Google anything.
Or no, you're like trying to memorize dips and I'm just going, okay, NVIDIA's still around.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Apple did pretty well, I guess. Okay. Oh,
in
Kubu Jibu. Never heard of that one, I guess. Okay.